Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yeah, we're painting again. This time we've got the white canvas going and I've just given it a very thin, even coat of liquid white. And if you're unaware of the liquid white fingerprint test, where when you put it on and you touch it and you can still see your fingerprint through that white, it's not a very good touch, but you can see through the fingerprint. Trust me, you can. You can see through the fingerprint, and that means you've got enough on. If you've got too much on, you're going to be in trouble. You really need to scrape some off and then get rid of it somehow. So I was looking at a picture that I did a while ago, Winter Classic, and I thought, I think I can make that a bit better, or make it different at least. I can make it different. And I was messing around on the computer with the painting, and I made this kind of design. It's the same, but I've just added a bit more to the mountain. Because like in the video I said, do your own thing, change it the way you want it to be. I thought, thanks very much Jason from a few years ago, I will do. And just tried to clean my brush. It's one of my old brushes. It's one of my first brushes actually. This brush is over 10 years old. It'll be alright though. So I'm gonna, obviously we've got the sky, a mountain, trees. I'm going to change the background trees. I like some of the background trees, but the first set of background trees, to be honest, when I did them I was a little bit unsure originally. So I've got a heck of a lot of titanium white, really thick titanium white as well, and some vermilion red, some phthalo blue, and all this mountain mix over here. It's just mountain mix. It says on the one of my old tubes, look, it just says mountain mix on it. So I squirted that out. Well, I'll have a go at this. See what I can come up with. See if I can get something different. So I'll pull out the paint and then give it a tap. So we're going into the phthalo blue and the vermilion red. This is vermilion red. Use what red that you've got. Maybe you'd rather use crimson or cadmium red. Doesn't really matter. You could even transfer the phthalo blue to a Prussian blue or an ultramarine blue. Use whatever you've got. Don't feel like you have to use the same paints, because you might not have it and you'll be like, oh no, I need to go to the art shop, buy some more. So let's have a look, see what this looks like. I want more red in it, I do. I want more red, more. This will be our first bit. Yeah, I find when I use ultramarine blue and the red, I don't need as much red, but when you use phthalo blue, because it's such a powerhouse of a colour, you need more. So start off at the top and then work down to that here, I think. It mixes with more of that white and gets lighter. But I want more red. Now let's get some more red, more blue and red. Smack that brush down. Get an even distribution distribution of colour. And not too much liquid white at the bottom. Oh dear, oh dear. Start noticing areas where you've not put the liquid white on when you start doing this. And this side. All the way to there. Okay, just put my palette down a second. I'll get myself a bit. Where's my paper towel gone? I seem to have walked off with it and put it somewhere. So I'll use this piece. Oh, that's not good. Well, a better piece than that. So I just grab my brush, give it a wipe. I want to make this really moody. I'm more into moody paintings, I have to say. I like the mood. So what I'm doing is knocking out the excess paint onto this piece of paper. And that way, we don't have to clean our brush. Oh yes, I'm into not cleaning brushes. This is my... I just don't like it. Who likes cleaning brushes? I don't. So I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to clean my brushes. So using crisscross strokes. Let's blend this a bit. Stir it up a bit. So you're just going meh, 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 meh. And then very lightly across, get some of those brush marks out. If you don't like the brush marks, that is, you might like them. And then across here as well. All the way across. Use the paper. And if you don't like these, sometimes you get the lines. You can go over it again. You can keep doing this until you've got it how you like. We've got a little bit of light coming along here now. But a lot of this is going to get covered up, so I'm not too bothered. So, on my design, this is a bit purplier than what I'm doing, but the idea is there. So I wanted to have like this big dark cloud here, like there. So let's use one of these big old fan brushes. I'll put it in. Let's put it in. Let's load a brush for some red. Maybe we'll get some of this mountain mix. Mountain mix. What if I haven't got any mountain mix? That's a good question. What if you haven't got any? Well, if you haven't got any mountain mix, just use some blue, brown, red, mix it together, maybe a bit of black. Just make a nice dark. Just going to wiggle this around. Big cloud. big cloud. Goes there as well. It goes up there. Remember, you do yours. Just do yours the way you want to. Maybe you've seen a cloud. Maybe you're a bit like me, and you've taken some pictures of clouds that you like. Just put another bit of cloud in there, and I might bring this over. Maybe I'll bring that like that. Maybe I'll do that. Make another one of those. Clouds. You get all kinds of different clouds, don't you? Some of them go in like this, and some of them go just across. Just do them the way you want to do them. Sometimes though, if you do them quick, they can work really well, and sometimes they don't. When I'm out painting, I got rid of a bit of excess paint quickly. When I'm out painting out there with the canvas and the easel, you kind of have to paint quick because the light changes so much. I'm just going to blend this a little bit. Maybe this bit. I'll blend this bit a bit. I'm not going to do too much blending. Knock the excess paint off. Let's just go over the whole thing. Get some wind going. Yes, wind. And you could do all kinds of things with your clouds. I'm gonna leave that. I quite like that. I'm gonna start working on the mountain now. So we've got this mountain mix. It's made for mountains, isn't it? So you pull it out flat, cut across, get that little roll of paint. Sometimes I do this and scrape it across to make any blobs that stick up. I can get rid of them. So we'll have a mountain, let's say there. Got it there, haven't we? We have now. We're focusing on the outside edge, remember? Something like that. Quite a good mountain going now. Maybe it goes. I've added this bit. And then just scrape that off. Just scrape that off. We just want the outside shape, really. Let's use the little brush we've been using the whole way through. And we can pull this out. Just go. Start creating our mountain shape. Kind of want that to go up and then down. Pulling it out. And that's it. pull this, get a nice mountain that can go in front there. There we go. To make sure that the cameras are on. There's a few episodes I've done and I've not turned the cameras on. What happened to those episodes? They never got a chance to be viewed. Let's just run that away. Blend it away. Okay. Now I want to, I think the light's coming this way, but I don't want to go overboard. I don't want to go, right, let's mix white and let's do the highlights. I don't like that. I don't like that. I like some white. So I've got some of the colour. Let's get some mountain mix in there. We want to make it lighter, of course. It's quite nice. I want a bit more red in it. A bit lighter, do you think? Tricky. You just said you won't want it to be too light. That looks alright, doesn't it? Not too light, but it's dark. It's lighter than what's there. Lighter than what's there. Right, let's very lightly, between your finger and thumb, very light pressure, let's put in our highlight. So we've got a highlight going. It doesn't stick. Give it a bit more. You have to give it a bit more. You can always thin it very slightly if it doesn't stick as well. Go across. Go across. Oh, a lump of paint on there. Don't want that. So we're thinking about our light. I'm going to throw in more white. So now I've put it on. It's not quite light enough. So I've thrown in a bit more. A bit more of the red. Maybe this will be better. Ooh. Yeah, that's a bit better. You can see that. Maybe this goes. Quite like that mountain in front actually. It's a typical kind of thing that I would do. Maybe I would have another one. Maybe there's another one there. Maybe there's one just there. Just in the front there. Okay, so we need a shadow colour as well. So let's move that light colour there. Let's make another colour. Bit of the white, bit of the mountain mix. Maybe a touch of the blue. I want a little less of the blue. Something like that maybe. Let's see what that looks like. A roll of paint that's yeah, it's not bad, is it? Maybe break that up there. Just let it break, that's why you're using the light pressure. Something like that. And maybe there's a bit there that's in the shadow. Maybe there, that looks like it's in shadow there. But you can do that, you can play around with it. Let's clean things up a tiny bit with a little bit of the old, with the highlight colour, and we can just clean things up a bit. End up piling paint on top of paint. There as well. Okay, now, now, I want to go even lighter, my bit of red. Pull it out, very flat, and I want some more. I want to go a little bit lighter in places. You can see that. A bit lighter, you see. There's more light hitting in some areas. It's just a bit of changes, you see. A bit of changes. Now, using my brush. Just give it a stand back, have a look. See if you like it, see if you feel you could make it better. I quite like this mountain. It just needs softening, doesn't it? It needs a little bit of tapping at the base. Softening. A light tapping there. And then very lightly, just lift some of that. Okay, let's send that back a little bit further. Goes a bit further back now. So, now we can come forward, and we had, in Winter Classic, we had some trees in front. So let's put some of those trees in front. So grab the old fan brush, get a bit of red, a bit of this white. Don't want it to be too dark yet. There we go, something like this. And we didn't have these in the other one. We had a few other trees, but I want these. I want 2 layers of these. So all you do, load the brush, both sides, and then you come down and you go, and you just do loads of them. Just do loads of them. You can put in loads of these trees. Put them in front here. If the white behind is starting to take away some of your dark, just make your mixture a bit darker, and then it'll mix together, but it'll be mixed darker because the dark you put in the mix with the light. Trust me. Let's do some higher ones there. Just fill it all in like that. Okay, and then come back with our happy dirty brush. Give it a tap. And now we're ready to do another layer. Another layer, yes. So we want it to be a bit darker. So throw some of that dark in. Throw some of that red in. I do like it when there's red in cold paintings. It just changes it, doesn't it? So look at that, loads of paint. Maybe there's a bit too much. Oh well. So let's make another layer of these. These are a bit darker, look, so they're closer. And we can use that mist that we created as a separator. So after you've done a few of these trees, and then your brush starts losing its straightness, it starts going like that. Reload the brush. Reload. Start again. Reload. Start again. And, oh yes, we had water, so fine. Pretty good if we had a few bigger ones. Just sort of stepping back and seeing if you can see them. Maybe we could have these. Need to come more light to there, don't they? So I'm looking at the whole painting, the whole picture. Need to make sure the whole picture is going to be okay. The whole picture. So I might put a bit bigger one there. Just using the corner. Get a little bit of detail. Maybe there's a bigger one there. Maybe there's one there as well. Yeah. And smash and grab actually, because we want these in the water. Across. That'll be okay. I think that'll be okay. Right, now let's have a look. We had some snow, so I might use another fan brush, and I'll pick up some of this mixture that we had going. A bit of the snow off the mountain. We'll use some of that, and we can have some snow on here. See how that, just pulling it out and it creates that nice effect. I've got quite a lot here. Okay. Right. I always see things that I think, oh, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. I try not to go too mad, because if you go too crazy. So I'm just going to pick up some of this. Pick up a little bit of liquid white as well, just to make that a bit thinner. So I just cut across like that, and then you get paint on the top of the knife. So scrape some of this in. I mean, we don't know, this could be frozen, couldn't it? Could be. So we'll just put a few marks in. Who knows? That'll do. Right, let's come forward. Let's come forward. Come forward. Let's put in a tree here, because that's what we had. We had two trees, two big trees, one there and one there. Something like that. So really load that brush. Now I had the other trees. I want to do these ones where you go blah 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 blah. So you just push down. See that area? It's got light, so we'll just do that. Put more paint on it. There we go. We've got this one as well. And the trees, mate. Something like that. Maybe it's growing behind. We can use this. We can use it. I don't know about you, but I feel like it misses a tree. It's missed a tree over here. I think it needs another one. Maybe. goes there. I think it does. I think it does. Yeah. And better give it a bit of a get a little bit of this mountain mix, a bit of white in it. And we can put in a bit of a tree trunk there. And this one as well. You can see some of it. We use the blue, that's alright. And using this blue and white. Gonna scoop a little bit of the paint thinner now. Bit of liquid white. And the light's coming this way, so we'll put a few on this side. Not too much, maybe just a few down here. Not too much. And then what I wanted to do, I'm going over my time. I was only supposed to paint for half an hour. Oh well. Luckily for me, I don't have a producer, I don't have a director. It's a one-man show, so I can choose. Jason, is it right to go over? Yeah. It's fine. So we'll go over, since we're having a lot of fun doing this one. I do enjoy these, I really do, because things come together so quick. That's what I really like about it. It does. Let's put another bush there. So what I'm doing is pulling in one direction, and then you turn the brush over and you get a rounded end, and then you just touch and give it a little push like that, and you can create these nice bushes. So what we need, just dipped my brush, same dirty brush, in the liquid white. And now I'm going to go into this blue, and I'll pull in one direction, same again, turn over, and just above it I'll do a little push, get some nice little bluey highlights on some of these. Remember, you don't want to be too heavy-handed. Not too heavy-handed. Quite light. Here and there. Not everywhere. Oh, we didn't highlight that tree, did we? Maybe put a bit more there. Let's highlight this tree just at the top there. There we go. And now we'll just put a little bit of snow. That's what we did in the original. We had some snow. We'll keep things quite dull over here though, because we want this painting to be more about the mountain. It's the mountain's day. Keep this quite dark, and then it'll create another layer into the land, you see. Another layer. Maybe there's a bit of glimmer there. Maybe not. It was just an idea. Speaking of that, it's a good idea actually, isn't it? What I might do is take it one step further. Imagine the light is quite high still. Maybe it is just catching the top. Maybe just the top of the tree is getting that extra bit of light. It's quite nice. So, need my liner brush. It's not been washed. If you've seen my live videos, I've mentioned I don't wash brushes. I just don't like it. Don't want to use paint thinners and stuff. So, get our liner brush. I'll put a few. Actually, using the knife, we could scrape in a few. Of these. Just removes paint. That's not bad. That makes it a bit more. Gives it a bit more detail, doesn't it? There's a rock there. Right. Let's give it a JB, otherwise we'll be here forever. JB. Okay, thanks so much for watching this episode. Hope it's got you inspired to have a go at a mountain. This is Winter Classic number 2. I might call it Winter Classic Revisited, because it's what inspired me watching my old video, and I thought, oh, that'd be good fun to do again, and it was. It really was enjoyable, and I'm itching to do more. So thanks very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you at another one. Cheers, bye.